When did faking it actually work out for you? For me, it was pretending to be fluent in Spanish at my first corporate job. I'd taken 4 years of Spanish in high school and 2 semesters in college, but I was far from fluent. Still, when I was applying for jobs, I marked MAL bilingual, English, Spanish MAL on my resume. I figured it might help me stand out, and realistically, who was going to test it? The role was tech support at a software company. During the interview, no one brought up my supposed fluency, so I assumed it was one of those nice to have requirements that never actually comes up. My first week went fine until Friday afternoon. Hey Rachel, my manager, Dave, called over my cubicle wall. We've got an escalated case with a client in Mexico City. Their entire system's down, and they only speak Spanish. Can you hop on a call with them? My stomach dropped. Right now? Yeah, they've been waiting for someone bilingual. I felt like I was going to throw up. I had 2 options: confess my lie or double down. Sure, I heard myself say. Send me the details. While waiting for the call to connect, I frantically opened Google Translate and started typing out every technical phrase I could think of. My palms were so sweaty I could barely use my mouse. The line clicked. Hola, said a man's voice. I stammered. ¿Cuál es problema? What followed was the most stressful hour of my professional life. Miguel, the client, spoke rapidly, full of technical terms I'd never learned in class. I understood maybe sexy% and guessed the rest from context. Every few minutes I'd say, un momento, por favor, claiming the connection was bad so I could buy time to translate. Bit by bit, I pieced together the problem. Their server was rejecting authentication requests. I walked Miguel through a few basic fixes in very broken Spanish, relying entirely on my actual tech knowledge. After 45 minutes, he suddenly said, Funcionó. It worked. I froze. Somehow, I'd fixed their issue. Muchas gracias, Rachel, he said, relief all over his voice. Su español no es perfecto, pero usted fue muy útil. Translation: my Spanish wasn't perfect, but I'd been helpful. Gracias, I replied, half mortified, half elated. Estoy aprendiendo vocabulario técnico. After I hung up, I expected humiliation. Instead, I felt proud. I'd managed to help a client in another language through sheer determination and Google Translate. Later that day, Dave stopped by. Great job with that call, he said. The client emailed to say you were incredibly helpful. They did mention your Spanish could use a little polish on technical terms, but they appreciated your effort. Not many people would have pushed through that. I smiled. Guess I should brush up on my technical Spanish. Definitely. The company'll even pay for language classes if you're interested. That Monday, I signed up. 6 months later, I was confidently handling all our Latin American support calls. No Google Translate needed. I still work with Miguel's company today. They're now our biggest client in Mexico and, ironically, my biggest Spanish success story.